All right, well, let's get going here. All right. Well, my name is Reed Howard. I'm a professional golfer. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is now the 5th episode of this, so it's pretty fun. We are going to be doing a little bit of a speed training session. I'm actually running just a little bit behind, so we're going to be doing a little bit of practice. I've done this once or twice on these episodes. I got my coffee. We're going to be chugging the coffee. And basically I'm going to hit a couple wedges, a couple 7-irons, just warm up. And then once my body's properly warm, we're going to get right into it and try to test the speeds out with the 3-irons, 3-woods, and drivers. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to start off with a little sand wedge. We're going to go out to about an 80-yard shot. What I like to do, especially when I'm about to do a speed session, is I like to go ahead and actually throw on this little gizmo. It's a Stead head. It's actually a training aid that I made, and it helps basically. It helps me stabilize my head. And the reason why you want to do that is, especially if you're about to do a speed session like I'm about to do, you're going to start swinging really, really hard, and you want to make sure that you're swinging around a stable center. So we're going to get going, and this is just going to act as a very nice way for me to make sure that I'm not cheating at all and basically over-rotating to try to create speed. There's kind of different ways to create speed, right? And some of them are good in the way that you won't lose very much consistency creating speed that way, and some of them are very bad, right? So, and that's kind of what makes Bryson DeChambeau kind of so impressive, that he's reaching those speeds, but he's not rotating his head way off the ball. You know, he doesn't look like like a long drive pro when he's swinging. And I think that that's how he's able to maintain as much control as he is, even though he's almost hitting long drive pro type speeds. So anyways, I like to make sure that I'm not just swinging with reckless abandon. You know, I'm a professional golfer. I'm playing for score. I'm not playing to be a long drive pro. So, hey, what's up, Jeff? How are you? And so that's why I like to kind of start out making sure that I'm swinging around a stable center. I don't know if you guys watched the last stream. Some of you may have, some of you may have not. But you know, I just worked with my golf coach. We made a few changes, and so I've done one practice session by myself. You know, not on a stream, and so but I'm kind of getting used to a few little changes. They all feel very good, but I'm excited to kind of crank it up and see how it does with some speed. My speed might be down a little bit because I've shortened my swing considerably, but once again, I think I was tapping into some bad ways of creating speed, and you really only want to create speed the correct way. Hey, what's up, Aaron? All right, so I'm going to hit 1 or 2 more, guys, and then we're going to just back it up. I'm going to back it up quite quickly. This is not a practice session. This is just me warming up, but it's nice to kind of hit a couple different distances and kind of you know, it's a minor practice session, I guess. You know, Jeff's been with me for a bunch of long practice sessions where I'm really working on my wedges. I'm really working on my mid-irons. This is me just hitting a couple from different distances, just getting the body primed and ready to swing as hard as I can. All right, guys. So this is 94. This is basically just a nice, easy 9 o'clock 52 for me. See. Perfect. I just like to control the distances. Oh, awesome. Hey, Zoix, what's going on, man? Ugh, it's out to the right just a touch. See, this is so much better. See, the thing, before when I was working with Todd, and you know, those are the, you know, Zoix. Hey, BWG, I didn't see you, man. Yeah, no, honestly, it's so funny because I know the swing pretty well, and then I don't see Todd for 4 or 5 months, and then there's still things there are still fundamentals that I get off on. You know, it's not like I haven't been like videotaping my swing, and like I don't analyze my swing on these streams that much. I've just been playing, and you know, I'm really grateful that I was able to do that. I'm gonna try to maybe do that once every 2 weeks or so. Because, you know, sometimes, and you guys might see it, like he'll get on and he'll be like, Reed, I like what you're doing, and he won't have much advice for me. Because if I'm doing what he wants me to do, he's happy with it. But yesterday there was definitely a few things that I had gotten off on. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but even the trajectory, before you would see little bits of fade in a lot of these shots. And BWG, you've watched a lot of them. Jeff, you've watched almost all of them. Zoiks, you've watched a ton. Like, you saw, like, it would get fadey, and these balls are just so straight. When it goes a little right of the target, you don't see that fade off. You see it actually straighten out. So I'm really, really happy with the changes that he made. I knew that I was getting a little bit off, and I'm just so glad I was able to work with him. See, that's out to the right, but watch how it's going to stay straight or almost draw back. And there you go. Hit it to 4 feet. 6 feet, whatever it is. All right, I'm going to back it up, guys. All right, we're going to just back it up. I don't know, like maybe 115, something like that. 118. Let's just go a little. There you go, 116. Perfect. All right, so for me, this is just a perfect little 9 o'clock pitching wedge. Hey, Single Plane Discovery, you should have 100 times more subscribers. Well, honestly, it's just a fun thing that I've been doing. So thank you, by the way. But it's just a fun thing I've just been working on. I don't think I've had this channel for very long at all. And I also don't like putting out stuff that I know I could make videos that will get clicks, but I'm not really trying to do that. I'm trying to make stuff that I would find interesting and stuff that would help me. And then on top of that, I'm just training. So I'm not sure if it's necessarily a channel that will get a lot of subscribers, but it's a fun thing, and I've really enjoyed, you know, hanging out with everybody. Jakey, what's up? Nice, man. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking about going back to my 8-degree driver, but it definitely, you know, the launch angles are always very, very, it's a very neutral launch angle, and I think people are so used to it being a little bit de-lofted. Sorry, that one I didn't get out in front of me quite properly. All right, come on, let's do this. Yeah, I'm excited for the speed training. I'm not so sure that my speed's going to be the fastest ever, but it's going to be really nice just kind of seeing how it feels, just cranking up the speed, you know, with these little changes that I made. What driver do you play in 5 degrees? Yeah, it's a special long drive head. I had to get it off eBay. I'm not going to sell it yet. I was thinking about selling it because once I made these changes with Todd, it got better. But it's a really cool Callaway 5-degree flash, and I've liked it too. I might be using it. I'm going to hang on to it for a little bit before I sell it on eBay. My buddy, I have a good friend that was on my college team that works on clubs. So he took one of my favorite ping shafts, and he changed the tip on the shaft so it's compatible with Callaway. So it's a really cool club. Carl Phillips. Yeah, dude. Honestly, and I think oh god, what's his name? Who's the guy that hits it really, really far? Not Bryson DeChambeau, but the other guy. He's kind of got a laggy swing. You guys know who I'm talking about? Cameron Champ. He has like a 5 or 6 degree driver. Yeah, thank you. Tony Finau, I don't know. I don't know whether or not he has a 5 degree driver or not. I don't know. I don't know Finau's. I know that Dustin, and he de-lofts it so much. I know that Dustin has like a 10 degree. But Dustin's not even, he's not kind of as long as those guys. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, let's do this. See, watch, that went out to the right, but see how that's just staying dead straight? All right, guys, we're going to back it up. We're going to get into some real speed here pretty soon. We're at 150. I just like to give my muscles some time to, wake up and get going. If you're going to be serious. So it's so funny with these episodes because speed is a very important, part of golf in my opinion. But I'm a big believer that forearm strength, grip strength is just a huge part of speed. And I know that that's what Bryson thinks as well. So, in kind of this speed training sense, I just ordered one of those things where you grip it and you see the level of force that your hand can have, and I'm going to try to increase that. And I also got these speed sticks that I kind of want to try out, and they have an entire sequence involved in creating more clubhead speed. And so I may do that on these little vlogs just to try to mess around. Right now I'm actually going through the Tpi certification. I'm kind of, in a few weeks I'll be certified, as a Tpi certified guy. And it's amazing, the information that they have when it comes to sequencing. It's things that I kind of knew, but they really, really present it in an organized way. And I still believe sort of what I believed before, which is these connectors of the sequences, which is basically your lats, which is your forearms. These specific muscle groups can lead to increased power substantially. And so I like to focus on those muscle groups, and that's how I can maybe jump my speed. All right, let's hit a few more. I've been talking so much, haven't been focusing on the shots. There you go. That's a good swing. Get on it. All right, let's back it up. Backing it up. All right, now we're starting to get into some real speeds territory. I've kind of hit my little nice shots. I'm going to hit a couple knockdown 6-irons. This is almost a fun little trajectory. My Golf Spy has good positive study on super speed training. Honestly, it's getting more and more out there, ways to improve your body and to be able to create more speed. It's not that hard. Oh, same thing. I didn't quite get it out in front of me. I wonder if that's going to kind of be the way that I miss. Didn't quite get it out in front of me. All right, let's get this one out in front of me. There you go. Touch out to the right. Not bad, though. Watch this. 170, 15 feet, 10 feet, whatever that is pretty solid. Oh, let's see. I'm excited to crank it out. My head is like not moving at all. I love it. Makes just like all these shots, if you guys could hear it, they're all very, very solid. I mishit one 8-iron earlier, the one that kind of came up short, but I was literally talking through the swing. But all these 8-irons, or all these like little shots are coming off just so solid. It's really nice. All right, guys. So I'm gonna hit a slightly more aggressive 7-iron. That was just a little knockdown 6-iron, and you know I can hit my 7-iron probably about 180. But just to kind of in the name of starting to spice up my swing speed a little bit, we're going to hit a couple fuller 7-irons. Yeah, you see, it's just like a very straight trajectory. And that's what I like. Yeah, Aaron, no, I do not mean shaftling. Shaftling. I don't mean shaftling at all. What I mean by that is, okay, it gets a little technical. So if you have me set up, right, and then you draw that shaft down the shaft, you draw that line down the shaft plane, right? When you exit, right, a lot of people, especially Dustin Johnson, the way that I used to swing, is I would go low and left, right? I would over-rotate. And so you would see that club actually trailing the line, right? What you're actually supposed to do, and what you see with Todd and what you see with Mo, is it gets parallel left above the line. So there's very much a feeling of the actual club tracking down the line. It's obviously not. It's rotating around your swing plane, but you exit actually a parallel above the line. And I don't do a very good job of doing that all the time. And so when these balls are going a little bit left, you know, what I think I'm doing is I think that I'm basically not kind of extending down the target line. Whereas like that swing, I felt it, I extended down the target line. What happens? The golf ball goes dead straight right at the target. So that's what I meant. All right, I'm going to hit one or two more. And really, thank you for asking. I love talking about it. Fuck, that was a bad swing. And that was probably yet another one where I didn't quite, like I bet if I got that on video, I mean I got it on video, but I bet if I could throw it on V1 in slow-mo, I bet that one was a little bit low and lefty. Are you open at the wedges, gradually more closed until driver? I found the mid-irons, I was hitting it straight, consistently right when I opened dead straight. Yeah, so, you know what? Someone actually asked me about this, like on the comments. And the biggest thing that I could say is, you know, with your irons, you hit down on it a little bit more. The attack angle on that was like 4 down. And so when you're hitting down on it, you're not fully extended yet, right? Because you're hitting down on it. So it makes sense that you're going to be a little bit more into out. So that's why it's probably relative to your left shoulder, the ball will be back a little bit more. And then that way the club face will be dead square actually at impact. So it'll have a little bit more of an into out attack. And then so it makes sense that you would be a little bit more open if you have a little bit more into out attack, right? Whereas as you start hitting a driver and you're hitting up on it, now you fully extended and it's kind of actually just as the club is coming back up. So it makes sense that it'll be a little bit more out to in. So kind of if you have a dead square face, in order to be able to get that ball started right on target, you might need to be a little closed. But I don't like to think about it too much. I like to let that happen naturally. I just try to line up square. And all Todd's ever talked to me about it is lining up square. So I think naturally your feet will cheat a little close to the driver and they'll be just a little open. But it's so subtle that I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would focus on the fundamentals. All right, it's feeling good, guys. All right, let's move on. I hope that answered the question okay. All right, we got 202, guys. So I'm going to hit a couple little knockdown 4-irons. We're going to hit a few hard 5-irons. And then we are going to hit a few drivers, and we're going to get into some speed training. Oh, you see, I don't know if I extended all the way down the target line. Not a bad shot, but it's not perfect. No, I mean, my head hopefully hasn't been moving for a while, but I just like to throw this on to make sure that I'm not rotating off, especially when I'm about to start speed training. So yeah, no, BWG, me messing around with the stead head definitely kind of makes sure that it doesn't try to cheat out of position. Oh God. Well, I definitely extended on that one. I'm looking at the swing though, even though it's a little bit of a change. You know, it's feeling pretty good. I'm hitting these balls all very solid. You know, considering my legs are a little straighter to dress. And I'm allowing my body to go through it. You know, I'm hitting these pretty darn good. I have a little tournament on Wednesday. I hope I play okay. Didn't get to play a practice round. Oh yeah. I love that trajectory. Alright guys, you know what? Let's just back it up to the tee. I'm going to hit a few hard 3-irons and we're going to just get into it. Okay. The hat is off. So these are just going to be a little bit of a warm-up. I'm probably going to hit about 5 more golf balls and then we're going to get into some speed training. So here we go. These are just going to be some full shots. Oh, it feels so good just going through the ball, you know? Yeah, it's Bedford Golf and Tennis. It's for the Met Open. And like I said, I haven't been playing too many tournaments or anything like that, but hopefully I can go ahead and play well. So my really fast club head speed is like 102 with this club. So I could be a little slower because, you know, one key to speed is range of motion. And I've cut down my range of motion. But I would love it if I could just get it up to about 100. So that's 93, so that's not anywhere close to 100. Let's see what I can do here. So speed-wise, that's better, but it was a miss hit. We'll see when we get to the actual swing speed training. That will determine it. All right, here we go, guys. A little 3-wood. Feels super solid. These golf balls are just flying very, very straight. Yeah, 105, I mean, 107 is kind of my normal very fast speed, so it's not so bad. I'm excited to see what it's like. So I'm going to hit one more, hit a driver, and we'll go. Feels so solid, though. If you guys could see like how online these things are, you'd like it. All right, so here we go. Here's my 8-degree driver. So you really want the launch angle plus the first 2 numbers of your speed to equal right around 30. So as long as the numbers are right, I need an optimized number, that's all. and I think this is getting pretty close, so we'll see. It's dead straight, but it was a little bit of a miss hit. Not a bad shot, but I thinned that. All right, cool, guys. That's good enough, though. Let's go do some speed training, guys. I'm feeling warmed up enough. Here we go. Settings. Exit, exit. All right. Here we go. Games. Hit it. Let's do it. Custom game. Need to give myself a little bit more time. We're just going to put in R. Game settings. Just need 8 minutes. Start game. Whew. All right, let's do this, guys. Drink some coffee while this thing loads. Smash time. It is. Need like 4 shots of espresso right before we do this, trying to get that ball speed up. This is a shit golf ball. All right, hang on. Need to make sure I'm not hitting any dead golf balls. I should be changing out these golf balls more often. I'll put like a new box of balls each month, but like the amount of times I hit these golf balls, I guarantee they're slow. All right. Oh, so we're starting out with 3 irons. What the hell am I doing? All right, guys, so this is a good example. This is just some fast twitch training. So PGA Tour average is 139 with a 3 iron. Okay, so this is a swing change. It's a lot shorter. I really cut down. Exactly. I think is there really, Jakin? Is that true? All right. We are going to do this. So you got 139. Let's just go for 144. For today, let's go 5 miles per hour faster than PGA Tour average. Like I said, I've literally cut down my swing. I've cut down my swing, the length of it, which will slow it down a little bit. So we're going to have to build it up the right way, which is just through strength and through fast twitch muscle training. So let's do this, guys. 144. All right, so that's 141. Oh yeah, I got this. I'm not even concerned. I've got this. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys that grip trainer, because the cool part is you grip it and it shows you how many, like, whatever pounds per square inch of force you have, and then I'm going to work hard to increase that. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, 143. All right, guys, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Because this swing is short, but I can still be very aggressive. And I'm hitting these balls very solid, which is super nice. Not mishitting it is important. So let's just be fucking aggressive, and let's get to this 144. 5 miles per hour faster than PGA Tour average. Oh, miss it. Not a horrible one. You guys will see. This is a good shot. It's not anywhere close to missing the grid. Absolutely. For me, I do it together. So both hands, I want to be trained. And the truth is, the way the sequencing works is, right, you go to the top of the backswing, hips fire first, right? When the hips fire, your lat stretches. Then your lat goes, doosh, right? Creates a lot of speed in the arm, right? So now your arm is coming down really fast. The club head is pulled back and your arms are pulling it down really fast. That's why you see the shaft bend, right? So now your forearms are totally loaded. So it's a stretching motion. Then your forearms, doosh, and then that's what creates all the speed in the club head. So while your lat and your hips are very important, to generate speed, what's it called? Like this, the tip of the spear is the forearms, and so and both are stretched. Both are stretched right here. So I think both hands are important. Oh, that was hitting hard. I thought that was going to be faster. It was hit hard though. Still, 235 yards is pretty good for a 3-iron for me. All right, guys, we're gonna fucking get this. There it is. 146. All right. I had a feeling we get it. 146. So PGA Tour average 139. 146 is definitely more than 5. Let's see if we can really beef this bad boy up. Jamieson Lassie also talked about grip and wrist strength. Yeah, absolutely. I am such a big believer that nothing is more important. When you think about it, you're like, oh, baseball players hit the ball so hard. It's because of their legs. Guys, let's think about this practically. Let's think about where the speed is coming from. Your forearms at the end are stretched, and then they snap, and that's what creates the speed. So you want a thick, strong rubber band. That's what your muscles are. So they stretch, and then they go, and that's what creates the speed. So that's what you want your forearms to become. That's all there is to it, honestly. I bet if there was a good rock climber golfer, he'd hit the ball hard. And baseball players, if anyone's ever played with a baseball player, they got those big-ass forearms, man. Popeye the Sailor Man, he'd hit it hard. All right, here we go, guys. Last one. I hit my goal. Let's see if we can hit the goal one more time. Definitely a good shot. Not quite the goal, but at least I already got to the goal. The goal was 144. We hit 146. Moving on to 3-wood. All right, guys, PGA Tour average 157. So let's see if we can go ahead and get to, let's see. So if 157, we're going for 5 more, 162. 162. I just want to know where I'm going to start, especially considering I made that swing change. So we got 162. Come on, start countdown. Thank you. All right, guys, let's do this. So the first one, very, very good, 161.3. So not quite my goal, just short of my goal. I got a freaking, I already work quite hard on my forearms, but I'm going to try to keep pushing it forward. All right, here we go, guys. .158, just a slight miss hit. Just a slight miss hit. Nice part is we haven't missed the grid once yet. So the consistency level is definitely there. I'm hitting all of these pretty solid. I'm hitting all of these very straight. So out of a good single plane swing, that's what you want to see. So let's get some speed going, but oh, just as I said it. Stay in the grid. Oh yeah, it's in the grid. 290. Oh, almost 300. All right. So not bad, guys. Honestly, I'm hitting this quite well. I've got no complaints so far. All right, come on. Let's do this. We're almost up to the main event. See if we can get there with the driver. Oh, that was hit so... I thought that was a very hard swing. The ball speed came off a little slow. It was just a touch of a miss hit. What's the like rule? You know what? It's always with driver, but we'll go ahead. We'll say, I feel like it's pretty hard for me to get to 5. So we'll say that, let's see, if I get to 172 with my driver, I'll take the like. I'll take the like. But if I get to 171, it does not count. Oh man, there you go, 162. All right. Yeah, I'm loving this feeling, guys. It's really in front of me. All right, we got the goal with the 3-wood. We're gonna push it up next time. Yeah, I got 162 again. But I don't know if you guys can see, but these are very, very straight golf shots. All right. So that's right. We're coming up on driver. No thumbs up if it doesn't get to 172. So 171.9 does not count. No pity thumbs up for me. I have to earn it. Little bit of a miss hit, but not. If you guys can see how straight these golf balls are going, I feel really good about my lesson with Todd. And I know it's shorter, but it's not that much shorter. And the fact is these things are just all going straight. Look, I just haven't missed the grid once. Straight down the center of the grid. 164 club head, or 164 ball speed. So that is going to be above 300 yards, I think. Yep, it's like 302. We got PGA Tour average is 157, so that is 6.5 miles per hour faster than PGA Tour average. All right, guys. Main event. No pity thumbs ups. PGA Tour average 167. We're going for 5 more. We need 172 ball speed. 172 ball speed is what we're going for. I think I'm going to get it today, but you know what? We'll see. We will see. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, no, it feels good. It was just good to check in with Todd and see what was going on. It had just been a long time since I'd seen him. All right, so we got 167, guys. 167, slight miss hit. That ball went pretty high. That ball went pretty high. If I still see the ball going up like that, I'm going to go back to my 5 degree. Because that was a pretty high ball flight. All right, guys, 172. Ugh. That was a miss hit. There you go. That's the first. It's the first missed shot. It's still not way off the grid. It's barely off the grid. I just healed it really bad. All right, come on. Fuck. Speed read. $169. $169, right down the center of the fairway. Yeah, I know, man. More coffee. It's true. It's funny because it's true. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. That was kind of closer, wasn't it? Not really. 172, guys. Oh, so that ball's way too fucking high. I'm about to get back to my 5 degree. Where's my 5 degree? So yeah, I'm just accepting it. The ball goes too fucking high with my normal 8 degree. You know, I don't think Mo had 116 club head speed, so here we go, guys. I got my 5 degree out here. This ball's not going to go as high. Let's do it. There it is. You guys see that trajectory? I fucking love it. See, when a ball goes that high, like, I know that it's okay when there's no wind in the Arizona desert, but when you get into a windy scenario, it gets quite difficult. You want to keep the ball down more so that, you know, it doesn't get just thrown around. All right, guys, so that was 171. No good. We need 172. Let's do it. $169. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Not hitting these shots bad, but they're just not quite fast enough. The club head speed's right around 115, 114. All right, I got 2 more tries, guys. 172. I think the highest I've gotten is 171. Let's fucking do this, Reed. What? 169? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was expecting more I was expecting more speed out of that one. All right, so where's a brand new golf ball? All right, guys. Last try. Let's fucking do this. 172. Oh my God. All right, well, that was a good drive too. All right, so that was pretty perfect. 172 on the fucking number. or 172.1. Club head speed was almost 117, so pretty good. I just wanted to absolutely get started. If you guys are playing the game with me, give me a thumbs up. I got it. I was not sure I was going to get it, but this was fun. The swing I thought looked pretty good, didn't it? I felt like the changes I made I was getting comfortable with, and a majority of them, even those three that were, one was a bad miss hit, the other two barely missed. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Jeff, Aaron, Jakin. Guys, thank you. BWG earlier. Yeah, it's just it's a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, and hopefully next time I'm going to try to keep pushing this along. I'd like to get to 173 ball speed next time, and we'll keep working it up. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Whew, barely got there.